Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these and I thought it's probably about time that I tested myself to see if I could do one, and I came across something. I thought, yeah, this is something that I've not made some content on yet, and this might be a good thing to do. So what we're here today to look at is a lever gear cable kit. And this will be a 4-minute fix. Now, if you're new to the channel, a 4-minute fix is where I try and see to test myself if I can, cut out all the rambling, get straight to the point, and give you everything that you need to know about a product. And this is the, like I said, the lever gear cable kit, and see if I can do it in 4 minutes. I mean, as far as easy goes, I like to think I should be able to do it with this one, but the temptation not to ramble like I'm doing now is always strong with me. Now what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around so we can take a closer look. While I'm doing that, if at any point you do enjoy or like this content, please feel free to hit like, subscribe and share. But for now, let's turn the camera around, take a closer look at the cable kit. Okay, so here we have my trusty Seiko timer. At this point, I still haven't received that email. Seiko, if you want to get in touch so you can sponsor this content, that'd be amazing. But I'm going to turn it on, and here is our 4 minutes. Go. Okay, so when it arrives, it comes in this very simple and unassuming box. Yeah, it does what it needs to do. It protects what's in there. Inside there are some instructions, a little bit of information about the warranty and how to use it and so on, but really, it is just a box to make sure that it stays safe. And here's the actual product itself. Now, to give you some measurements, this comes in at 3¼ inches by 13/16 of an inch. God, metrics, the old system, imperial system, just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, when we're looking at that in millimeters, it comes in at 83 millimeters by 17 millimeters, and it's around about 6 millimeters deep. The reason that I say that is, so you've got a clip here at the back, which does add a little bit of depth to it, and then you have this body. So this is the body that holds the cable kit in here, and then the cable kit is on the inside, and you can take that out. So the actual width of this is about 6 millimeters, but when you put it in, it pops out maybe a millimeter or two tops. It's certainly not a lot. Now the body of this, so if I just take this out for a second, hopefully you can see that bit comes out. So the body here that holds the cable kit, this is made from plastic. It's a reasonably cheap plastic, but I think for the price of this tool, it's not particularly expensive. I think I picked this up here in the UK for about £15–16. I'm sure in the US or around the world it'll be whatever the equivalent of that is, probably about 15–16 euros or $15–16. But yeah, it's reasonably plasticky. It is plastic, and there is a pocket clip here on the back which does seem a little bit flimsy. I think if I pulled that a bit more, it probably would just snap, but it does what it needs to do. It holds this securely in here. So here I have one of the smaller ends, which is a USB Type-C, and it fits into a little recess in there, so that as I push this into it, then it holds it in place. There are 3 versions of this. So the version that I have, really it all depends on this end here. So this is the USB Type-C. There is also a Lightning port version, and there's also a micro USB port version. On the opposite end, this end remains the same on all 3 of those, and it's just a normal, I suppose these are the old-fashioned USBs nowadays. But then hopefully you will have noticed as well that you get an additional socket or additional port on the inside. So at the moment, the version that I have, mainly because I use a lot more Android products, I've got USB Type-C, and I've also got micro USB as well. And this fits perfectly into there. So whenever you need one or the other, if it is that you need that, you can pull this one out, whip that one out as well, and then that pushes into there. And then when in there, there's a nice tactile kind of click to it as well, to make sure that it does hold it in place. But if you needed to, or if maybe you didn't need a micro USB, you know, there'll probably come a point where we just stop using micro USB, then there are additional ones that you can purchase for these that fit, and they also make sure that they fit the recess in there, and I think they're about £5 or £6, $5 or $6 each, if you need, or if you want to pick one of those up. The other little thing that you may have noticed in here at the back is if I turn this over here, there is a SIM card key that you can use to help to take SIM cards out. And this is perfect for that kind of use, whether you keep it in a tech pouch, whether you keep it on your keys, whether you work around technology a lot and you need to have these. These are also really useful if you need to press reset on certain items. Last but not least, there is a key chain. Ooh, there we go. Right, I think that was 4 minutes. Well, I mean, it was 4 minutes. And yeah, so you've got a keychain loop here on the end so that you can keep this on your keys. Now, is there anything that I forgot? Now, I always have to do this bit because generally there is something that I've forgotten. I think the only thing that I did forget to mention, I probably waffled a little bit too much about how this fits in there, but this is, so this is made from a rubbery, I'm not too sure what it is, whether it's a rubbery TPU kind of material, but this ensures that if you need to bend it around a corner or have some flexibility in there, then you can have this charging, and then there is just a little bit of flexibility in that, just to give it a little bit of leeway when you're charging things. Other than that, this is a great little tool. I think if you're trying to reduce down some of your carry, this is a very good item to add to your carry. Now, I think if you are a super ultra minimalist and you're really dedicated and making sure that you can shave every possible gram that you can from your EDC, and let's face it, I think as a community we tend to over prepare or over carry stuff generally because some of the stuff's kind of cool, but being able to reduce and minimize a lot of that weight you can do with a very simple and effective tool like this, which also doesn't break the bank as well, which is, you know, I think in this day and age it's certainly a good thing. Now what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can find more from Lever Gear. They may be an affiliate link as well. If you choose to use that link, it's to no extra cost to yourself, but it allows me to purchase additional things like this. I bought this with my own money. This item wasn't sent to me, but those links will be in the description below, as well as some of my social media links so you can see more from me. Generally you can see more stuff that I'm looking at testing out for future content. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.